it in.
So we can start.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
rock on,
Uh,
Paul.
so for this project, we are going to be building a website for a realtor here in Cape Dorado. Her name is Presley Engel, and what we need out of that is the mortgage calculator. So that way she's able to have her clients figure out what kind of mortgage they could afford and how interest rates would affect their monthly payment based on the price of the house that they're buying. She also wants a map that she's able to show not only houses for sale currently, but also houses that she has sold in the past to kind of show how she has impacted those people's lives for the better. And she also wants a contact form so that way, whenever she has somebody on her website and they spend like X amount of time on there, or they get to a certain point in the main page, a contact form would pop up and say, "Hey, we'd love to hear more from you," and have a place where they can enter their name, email, phone. And we're going to be using a third party called PageClip for that. And so whenever a form is submitted, Presley would be able to get an email saying what all was on that form. We're also going to need to worry about sanitizing the input of people to make sure that they can't try to attack the website. We might want to look into some sort of search by location, like if within like 50 miles of my address, what all is she on, or what all is she selling, type of thing. But that is pretty much all we're doing. We're the listings that we are going to be showing on our website come from a bigger API like thing. And that is linked with the realtors that she is under. And that will allow her to sell houses that she doesn't necessarily have her name on, but she'll be able to list them on her website as well for them. So
What area? Like, are we gonna ask her what kind of area she's covering or anything like that?
yeah, we'll need to do that because I don't know the extent or how far out she goes. And the website we're going to be hosting on Heroku. And whenever you're coding, you're able to push to get, and then it automatically updates the website to what coding you have done. And so it makes a very easy process from coding to being on the actual website. And of course, we're going to look into best practices for search engine optimization and things like that. But other than that, that's do you guys have any questions about what all you would like to ask Presley about, or
Like, is she gonna have a big old photo gallery or anything like that?
I think she's wanting to do that with the map. So she wants people to be able to like see what homes she has sold. So I assume the map would show photos of all that. But I'm not for sure.
I know that there were some suggestions from our review forums about possibly, introducing other realtor websites and maybe how they did stuff. Is that something we're actually gonna try? Cause I don't know how to do that exactly.
Well, I think taking like other realtor websites and then kind of taking inspiration from them as far as like how it's laid out, what's the best form factor, and what colors do they use. And I think the colors that we use will be very important because the psychology behind colors. So like blue is very trustworthy and things like that. So we would need to look into stuff like that. But with other realtors, we can just kind of take inspiration from their websites as well.
Kind of go with like maybe their styles, the wireframe concepts.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So
I was thinking maybe we need to look into stuff like privacy of pre-existing customers. I was wondering if we should approach her on that, because do we use their first names only? Should we add pictures? Or should we
right,
not add pictures? Customer consent, that kind of thing. Maybe
definitely.
based customer to customer, I'm not too sure.
I think anything that would be posted to the website would definitely need to be approved by that individual, because if I bought a house, I wouldn't want mine on the internet. And so that should be my choice to not have that posted, you know?
Completely agree.
So
Completely agree.
that is something that we'll need to talk about, and maybe type up some kind of a contract saying, hey, this is okay to post on my behalf for this length of time or something like that. We'll have to figure that out. So
I wonder if we should give them like a precursor, like, you know, when the form pops up that says, hey, would you like to get a hold of this realtor, and all the information on how to get a hold of her. If somewhere in that process, we should put, kind of like an introduction, we would like to use you and your experience to, assist customers in the future. Because I feel like a lot of this, yes, of course, we're focusing on the realtor, but the realtor, I feel, is really trying to focus on the customers, making it everything easier, being able to present all this information in a very simple way. And I'm really hoping she has an idea what she wants, and we can kind of
yes,
scope it a little bit.
yeah, I
Because it
hope
looks
so as
like
well.
we definitely have a broad, spectrum with just our group, because of the different everything. We have a diverse group. It's very
Yes,
obvious there, and
yes.
we'll use that, bring that experience to the table also. But
I'm more interested of this project since this summer I joined some backend team, and in our backend team we use Golang language to implementation used market. So for example, the student can sell the book for each other, and in our backend team we implementation the future look like login, register user, and search the staff ID, something like that. And I think I can take some same experience for this project.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that you might have learned some stuff that would definitely value this, or we would value for this project. And I think we have the technical skills to implement this website. My only concern is if Presley, the client, has a design in mind, or that's where I lack, is in designing websites and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that she has some sort of an idea.
And granted, my design skills are not necessarily website. I use them in website, I use them in presentations, because it sounds odd, but I used to design houses. And people would bring in a design on a piece of tissue paper. I have to turn it into something real. You have to have this much room for your bathroom, and so on and so forth. It's like you were saying earlier, we got to have, our color schemes down. We got to have appropriate spacing for like pictures, and we want to be able to see these pictures and be able to present it. And, I think that the client would really like that, and so I'll help out there. The coding
Okay.
stuff, I can help with coding. I am not a pro.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, linking things up. If it takes you guys 5 minutes, I'll get it done in 5 hours, guaranteed.
Well, I think as a group, we have a very solid understanding of the project, and we'll be able to take care of it and all that. So that's really neat about the designing houses and stuff.
Many years of that. Don't do that, by the way. Stick with computers, you make more money. Back don't hurt. But anyway, I better stay on, you know, but, so I think we got a pretty good idea, like you said. I think the customer's gonna understand it. I think, you know, we're gonna present, you know, a basic real estate website. We're just adding some features that this customer is requesting. You
Mhm.
know, she's really focused on her customers. You can see that.
Yes.
I think we got a handle on this. I think we'll be able to present it to her tomorrow, I think, when we're doing it. You got any
Mhm.
times on that yet?
What, I'm sorry?
Do we have any time on when we're meeting up? And I'm gonna have to do it this way because I can't get there.
No, that's completely fine. We filled out that one thing that everybody would be able to, like, when we'd be able to meet. And San said that he can meet after 7:30 until 8. And so
Yeah.
I reached
So-
out. Go ahead, I'm
so-
sorry.
So how about like we can meet at 8?
Well, I reached out to Presley and asked if that would work with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that she'll get back to me, and that was probably 12 hours ago. So
Oh.
I'm sure that tomorrow we'll find out when we can meet. And if all else fails, I can just meet with her and fill out a very detailed report
Okay.
and go from there.
So
So,
basically, she know like what project, like basically the idea we gonna do for the project, right? Like basic like she know like she did like the question something about like, I mean like she had the idea about like what she needs.
yes, the three things that she's requesting is the contact form,
Mm-hmm.
the mortgage calculator, which makes a lot of sense,
Mm-hmm.
and then the map, the interactive map.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to be able to code all of this from scratch. I think we're going to have to use a lot of third-party things like plugins.
Yeah, plugin.
Um,
Yep.
Yep.
That's have a lot because
Yeah.
I don't think that we will able to do, all kind of code that
Yes.
that take a lot of time. I don't think that I
Yes.
can finish in a couple months with a lot of code like that.
Yes. But hopefully we'll all be able to meet with her tomorrow, even if it is over Zoom. I would not mind if she just popped in and we met like this instead of having to worry
I
about,
think it worked, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
instead of worrying about where and timing and all that stuff. So, but I'll let you guys know if she responds, and if she doesn't respond by like noon tomorrow, I'll give her a call.
Hmm.
But I'll definitely keep you guys updated. So,
Oh, if she, I think if she doesn't have time tomorrow, we can do online with her. If just in case like she don't have time for meeting at late,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We do online with her, like just like we are doing right now. Yeah, we do
yes.
that. Yeah, that will
Yeah.
be perfectly for all of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
Just wait until her respond.
yes,
Yeah,
and then I'll let you guys know all that. So,
that's great.
All right. Right on, guys. I think we're good.
Mhm.
I don't know what happened to my camera. I just crashed the app and I turned it on back and they don't turn the camera on. Do you guys see me?
No.
No.
Uh-oh.
I can't see me either. I don't know why. It's just crashing the app. Even
That's
I start a
okay.
video.
It's all good. But um
So
yeah,
what
like
else? What else
Uh,
we in the SRS
what, I'm
and
sorry?
the internal presentation. So in the part 2, so I don't know what exactly for the part 2. Like they say you guys will be randomly assigned to review. Like briefly summarize the strength and the weakness of the assigned work.
Should we go ahead and wrap up the internal one? and
Yeah,
then end
wrap it up.
recording,
And,
and we can like answer some questions.
and Paul too, you gotta clean this up, man.
Well, this is a project. This is how we're doing it. We're gonna hopefully meet with them tomorrow, and that pretty much sums up our project so far. Till we meet with theirs. So I'm excited.
Same. I think it's gonna be a good project.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
So when should I end the meeting? When should I end the recording?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the recording. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, we're good. We
Okay.
will need you to clean that recording up if you can.
okay,
And you take care of posting it on YouTube when you're done, and then turning it in. I won't be able to do it.
okay. So I just end this meeting. Is it okay, everybody?
Why don't you end recording and then we'll
Okay.
answer Son's
End the record.